Sailing upwind through waves requires a careful combination of steering, sheeting, and body weight movements. The goal when sailing through waves is to keep your bow fully in the water and avoid any slapping of your bow and avoid being slowed down by the waves. Basic principle of steering through waves is to sail directly up the face of the wave and at an angle down the back of the wave to keep your bow connected to the water. In most conditions, this will mean steering to windward when going up the wave and bearing away down the back of the wave. Here you can see both sailors steering the boat into the wind going up the wave, then quickly bearing away after the peak. Steering through waves can significantly change your apparent wind and requires you to sheet your sail frequently as you pass over the wave. The biggest shift in apparent wind happens at the top of the wave, where you will bear away and your apparent wind will increase. When you hit the top of the wave, your aim is to quickly release enough sheet to A. keep the boat flat, and B. allow you to bear away on the back of the wave. To maximize your VMG in waves, your best opportunities to gain height are going up the face of the waves. This means sheeting in as much as possible while going up the wave and steering to windward before releasing the sheet at the top of the wave. This is very physically demanding, and the constant sheeting in waves is what separates some of the best sailors from the middle of the fleet. Body weight can be used to help keep your bow connected to the water and minimize disruptions from the waves. To stop the bow from digging into the front of the wave, you can shift your hips and body weight slightly backwards when going up the wave. When reaching the top of the wave, you can throw your hips forward to keep the bow in the water and help the boat accelerate down the back of the wave. So far in this video, we've discussed sailing in swell or bigger waves. In small, choppy waves, you won't be able to steer through the waves as effectively, so your setup and handling need to change. In choppy waves, you need to focus on moding through various patches of the waves. To get through a bad set of waves, you will often put the bow down or sail a lower groove to build speed and pass through the waves better. Then, when sailing in flatter water, you will be able to sheet back on and use your speed to gain height. Sailing well in these conditions will come from sailing a high average speed and timing your low and high grooves well. Your boat setup will be different in choppy and swell conditions. In choppy conditions, you usually set up the boat to optimize between drag and power. The amount you depower the rig will usually increase in line with the wind strength. In swell, there is a different amount of wind at the top and the bottom of the waves. Your apparent wind also moves significantly as your rig rocks back and forth in the waves. This means you need to set up your boat to be more flexible, especially in lighter and medium winds. Hey guys, this is the first video I've made in this style. If you like it, please just let me know in the comments. And if you didn't like it and you want me to go back to my sort of commentary style of video, also just let me know in the comments. And if you're liking my content, why not head over to my Substack and become a subscriber? I'm going to drop the link in the description box and also up here. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.